back to my channel. I am Makeup by Carme, for those of you who don't know, but you definitely should. Excuse me again today. My wisdom teeth have been bothering me like on and off, so it's back on. I was feeling better, but now they bothering me again. I just really gotta get them removed. I just don't know when I'm gonna schedule it because I work and stuff. But yeah, so I'm gonna be talking funny and stuff throughout this video. But today we are doing makeup and chit chat. This is my first time I'm gonna be doing this. I'm basically gonna be giving you guys like a personal life update, I guess, and how I've been feeling lately. I'm also gonna be trying out this new makeup look I seen on Pinterest. Like, I fell in love with it, so I just want to try it out. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get right to it. I already went ahead and did my brows off camera. Y'all know I hate doing brows, but I learned 2 new ways to do brows, so I did one of them today, and I think I kind of like this. I think the second way that I figured out, I don't know how I feel about it. The second way is like putting concealer on first before you do your brows. I've tried that in the past before a few times. One time it did really work for me, but I don't think I really cared for it. But I got my brows done. Y'all know I hadn't gotten them done in like 2 years, but for my birthday I had got them done. So EJ in the kitchen. I'm like in the dining room area, and EJ like right next to me in the kitchen cooking. He got attachment issues because he just had to come in here while I was recording. And he just staring at me, making me uncomfortable. I forgot what I was saying. Anyways, so did my brows. Now I'm about to go in with my PLouise base for eyeshadow primer. So lately, I've been feeling like really unmotivated. I feel like it hasn't affected my YouTube channel yet. And I don't plan on letting it affect my channel. But it takes like so much energy out of me to like want to get up and record. Today I'm like, let me get up kind of earlier than I normally would on the weekend and go ahead and record and get it out the way so I can have my day free, because I just like and truly enjoy doing absolutely nothing. Work stresses me out enough, so when I don't have to work, I cherish that. Like, when I'm not at work, I just want to be left alone. I want to be at peace. Now I'm going in my Morphe and Jaclyn palette. It's called Ring the Alarm. I'm going to grab this shade right here. It is called Rush, and that's going to be my transition color. I believe I told you guys before that I have a degree in social work, so that is currently the field that I'm working in. Why I decided to get a social work degree is beyond me. I always wanted to be a veterinarian, but I realized when I got ready to go off to college that you had to be good at math and science, which I'm pretty decent at science, but math is my worst subject ever. Like, I'm really good at English, but math is freaking horrible. So I was like, it's no way I could possibly be a veterinarian. I just easily gave up on myself just like that, which I never did. So I'm like, okay. At that age, I always thought that I was able to give like really good advice to people. So I was like, why don't I just be a therapist? But then I was like, I want to counsel like the younger, like teenagers and stuff. So I thought I wanted to work in the school setting. My mom told me, well, you should just major in social work. Cause I was majoring in psychology. And she was like, you should just major in social work so you won't have to be in school this longer. And then you'll get paid more too. So I was like, okay, majoring in social work. Either way you go, psychology, social work, none of that was really for me. I'm a really nice person, but I am not a people person at all. Like, I'm just really not a people person. Because after working in retail, dealing with customers, and now I'm in the social work field dealing with clients, I hate it. Like, people feel so entitled, and they just literally bring down your whole day. Like, working in the social work field or any type of human service field, it literally brings you down mentally. It takes so much out of you. Anybody that's like a teacher or a social worker, or maybe even someone that works in the criminal justice field, like that stuff will literally like tear you down. Now I'm going in my big Morphe and Jaclyn palette, and I'm grabbing this brown shade right here, and I'm gonna kind of smoke out the corners of my eye. So like I was saying, it's just so easy to get burnt out in those fields, and I'm over it. at this point. Like, I would love a job where I have limited people interaction, honestly. I guess that's a part of me feeling unmotivated. It's like I've been feeling like this ever since I got back from Vegas. And I think it's because I'm not doing what I truly want to do. It's like before I went to Vegas, I was looking forward, like, oh my gosh, I got a vacation, I get to relax and just live my life. Now I'm back and I have nothing to look forward to. And just like every job that I get, I'm basically always unsatisfied. And I'm probably going to continue to be unsatisfied till I'm doing what I really want to do, which is I want to be a full-time influencer. I think that's a part of me feeling unmotivated. But it's like when you're feeling unmotivated, it's so hard to like kind of pick yourself up and tell yourself like you got to keep going. Even if you don't see, like you can't really see it right now. It's like having faith. You can't see it, but you basically gotta keep pushing and keep going because you know eventually it's gonna come. And I'm definitely not trying to discourage anybody from getting in those fields that I named, because we definitely need teachers and social workers. Like, we definitely need those. I'm just saying, it's not for me. It's definitely important that we have those, but it ain't for me. Next, I'm going in my Anastasia Soft Glam palette. And I'm grabbing this shade right here. It is called Fairy, and that is going to be my lid color. Then I don't know if other people feel like this, but I always feel like this all the time. Since I want to be an influencer, like a full-time influencer, I'm always on TikTok, I'm always on Instagram, and I follow a lot of real big beauty influencers. And I just see them living their best life. And then, oh my gosh, on TikTok, I know y'all see them girls that's like, I'm 28. I know y'all see them girls that's like 19, 20, 21. And they got so much money, these luxurious cars, living in these nice big places. And they basically put on this persona like they don't work, or at least don't work a regular 9 to 5. And it makes me look at myself like, dang, what am I doing wrong? And it makes me even be harder on myself. Not saying it's their fault, it's my fault for what I expose myself to. But I'm just like, dang, what am I doing wrong? Like, I need to try to find these hustles that they have going on. Like, what are they doing? And one girl on TikTok, she was like, what is it that y'all do for a living? And some of them, they named off that they had like some really hard jobs. Now, a lot of them usually say like, I own my own business and blah, blah, blah. And kudos to them, because I know owning your own business got to be super hard. And the stuff that they're doing, I'm pretty sure it took a lot of time for them to get to that point. But you know, we don't think about that when we look at that type of stuff. We just think like, oh man, they so lucky, they got all this money, they get to do this and that. And so I try to use that as motivation, but at the same time, sometimes I look at myself like, what are you doing? You're clearly doing something wrong. And I'm not complaining or anything, because I have an amazing life. It's just, y'all know, it just get frustrating when you're not at the point where you really want to be. But I always speak my daily affirmations, like I speak stuff in existence. I stop calling myself broke. Like, I'm not claiming that. I'm not claiming myself as poor. Like, usually me and my best friend, me and him, we always made jokes like, bro, we broke, oh, we poor. And me and my other best friend, me and her, we just started saying like, well, I'm not financially able to do that yet, or something along those lines. Like, we don't claim that no more. And like I said, I speak like daily affirmations to myself every single day. And you know what? It's slowly coming into existence. Like, some stuff have already came about. And I'm like, dang, like, wow, that really works. I definitely suggest that to people, like speaking daily affirmations to yourself every single day and speaking yourself into existence. Now I'm taking my JLaRue glitter. It's called Flirt. And I'm going to put a little bit of it on the eyelids, and I'm going to use my Ardell Duvolle Lash Glue to do so. Another thing I've been thinking about lately that me and EJ can't agree on right now is I want to live in LA. I keep telling him, like, when I get my coins together and be a big influencer and stuff, I'm gonna be in LA with the rest of them. And he like, no, the cost of living is too high, which it really is. It's ridiculous. He wants to continue living in Texas. I like Texas. Dallas is cool. I used to always want to live in Houston when I was in college, but these laws here are tripping me out. Like, they passed passed a law where they're not going to teach like that the KKK is a hate group. Like, why not? I don't even know if I want kids anyways, but I would want them to know, like, in school, and I think it's important that all kids know, like, they're definitely a hate group, and I think they're not teaching them about, like, oh, y'all, I didn't kind of glue my lid together. Okay, there we go. And they're not, like, wanting to teach about Martin Luther King and, like, Black history and stuff. Like, why? Why wouldn't you? Then they passed a law where basically anyone can carry a gun. You don't have to have a gun permit. Anyone can carry a gun. Then you're gonna try to tell women that they can't have abortions if they want to. Like, how do you have the right to control a woman's body or her life at that? Like, and I don't like it. So I don't know. That's why I don't want to live here no more, because they got like messed up. I don't know what their deal is here. Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, 1, 2, 3. Now I'm gonna use my Stila one-step primer to get my life together. I'm normally gonna talk about like political views on my channel, but that stuff is just stupid. And me as a Black person and a woman, I can't get down with that. And anyone correct me, feel free to please correct me. If I got any of these laws confused or messed up, please correct me, because maybe that'll persuade me to want to stay here. But I'm pretty sure I got them right. But yeah, I just want to live in LA. It's just beautiful there. The weather seems like it's always nice. Seems like it's a lot to do. Texas probably would have had me sold if they weren't tripping. Now I'm gonna put some milk and magnesia on so I won't get oily throughout the day. I've been enjoying living here though. I'm not gonna lie and act like I don't enjoy living here. I love Texas a lot. It's just, bruh, them laws just really tripped me out when I heard them. And I'm like, But I'm like, how can a place that's so cool just come up with laws like that? Like, why are y'all messing it up? I'm definitely not going back to Detroit. Don't want to go there. Detroit is cool. I just don't feel like it's anything for me there. It was time for me to move on. What you say? I am going to go to Cali. You want me to leave you? Oh, y'all hear him right, telling me to go ahead. Now when y'all see some videos from now, how I left EJ because he ain't want to move to Cali with me. Y'all know why. You don't want me to go nowhere. Don't tempt me. I usually blend this out like a whole lot better. I'm gonna let it dry for a few more seconds, but I'm using my Lancôme Teint foundation today. I'm just gonna blend all that out. EJ was distracting me, so that's why this looked like, I feel like I usually do a better job with this. But yeah, I just really been kind of feeling sad and gloomy lately. And I just really think I need another vacation. I need another vacation from real life. And I don't know, I'm probably not gonna feel better until I'm living out my dream life. Like, me working in a field I don't really want to be in, and me just working, period. It's so ghetto. Let me stop. Y'all ever seen that meme where it says like going to work every day is so ghetto? Don't recommend. Yeah, but you know how you like really don't like your job, but you have no choice because you gotta work, you gotta pay bills and stuff. That'd be the sad part. And I see people, like, I'm a part of this group on Facebook. It's called like the Dallas Social Butterflies. So many of those girls, like, they'll be like, oh, I just had faith and just quit my job with no backup plan. I wish that I could do something like that. I really wish I could, but I don't have the guts. And I'm a person, before I make decisions, I'm always like, well, if I make this decision, what is this outcome going to be like? I weigh out my pros and cons. If it ain't looking good, I won't do it. Like, I literally have to think about everything before I do it. I could never just be spontaneous and do something. I don't know. I just really want to be like those girls on TikTok. What? You don't want to be like them? I think I get on EJ nerves when I say that. He don't see. I'm trying to be on Black Girl Luxury TikTok. He don't see them videos that I be seeing. How you know? Y'all hear them? EJ, you don't know what those girls be doing. They probably do be out there getting their money on their own. Now, some of them do be on there like, yeah, they have a sugar daddy. But a lot of them be saying that they just like be living their life and doing their own thing. I don't know, but that's gonna be me one day soon, real soon. Now I'm using my Morphe Concealer. If you've been watching me, y'all know this is my absolute favorite. But then I was kind of sad. I'm not really sad, but I'm kind of sad about it. I plan on going to my school's homecoming this year. Cause I'm like, oh my gosh, this is gonna be the first homecoming since the pandemic. Like, I gotta go. Then I miss my friends and my line sisters. Well, majority of my friends didn't even go to homecoming, and only a few of my line sisters went. And I'm like, well, I guess I didn't miss out on too much. But the City Girls performed, and I love them. I kind of wanted to really see them, and that just would have been a nice vacation, a much nice needed vacation. Although, you know, going to Alabama ain't too much of a vacation, but you know, it was homecoming. I'm about to blend this out. Back to what I was saying. Hey. But anywho, I just can't wait till I get to the point where I'm really doing something that I truly love. And I think that will motivate me more to like really want to do stuff. Now I'm going to use my Juvia's Place Kalahari powder to set all of this. But on a brighter note, I really enjoyed my trip in Vegas a lot. I had an amazing birthday. I forgot to add something in my vlog. Well, I didn't forget to add it. My phone was getting full from storage, and I just really need a camera at this point. I need to start recording off my phone. I need to invest in the camera. But y'all, we were at the airport. Y'all know how when you're getting off the airport, where you're getting off the airplane, and when you get off, you know how everyone stands up at the end? I effing hate that. Like, I hate when people do that. Like, just relax. You can't go nowhere. Just relax. So, a lot of people had did that, and I sat like in the middle seat. EJ was to the window, and this boy was like in the aisle seat on the other side of me. And so these ladies came from the back, and they was trying to like rush their way to the front. So, you know, usually when you get off the plane, you get off the plane like row by row. I'm about to walk out because it's my turn to go, and this lady kind of like bum rushed me. So I was like, let me just go ahead and let her go. So then I didn't realize she had like a friend behind her. And so I get off, and then by the time I get off, EJ ain't nowhere to be found. And he like a few people behind, and I'm like, where were you? I thought you were right behind me. He was like, you was moving so aggressive. And I'm like, what? And he was like, yeah, that lady had told her friend, girl, go ahead and let her go, because she about to knock you out. It wasn't your turn to go. That's why I went. Like, don't play with me. Now I'm gonna use my MAC Studio Fix Press Powder to sweep all of this away. But anyways, I asked EJ, I'm like, and what you say to them? You had my back, didn't you? He said, I'm not gonna argue with these old ladies on the at the airport. And I'm like, I didn't even realize they were older. I thought the girl I was looking at, I thought she was pretty young to me. EJ said they was both older ladies though. But I'm like, I don't care, you should have had my back, because they shouldn't have been talking junk. And then I didn't even know they had said anything about me, because I was yelling at EJ, like I was right behind them. And I didn't know they had said anything at first. And I was like, what you mean I was moving aggressive? Like, people gotta wait their turn. When it was my turn to go, I went. Then that's when EJ told me, like, them ladies up there said something about you. And I'm like, why didn't you have my back? And I told my mom was like, you supposed to always have your spouse back. EJ, like, he wasn't finna argue with them. I'm like, I would have said something clever, like, when she was like, oh, you better move, because she finna knock you out. I would have laughed, like, yep, you better get out the way. Now I'm gonna use my Warrior 2 Juvia's Place palette, and I'm gonna grab both of these dark brown shades, and I'm gonna use that for contour. Then I thought for a second, oh, So maybe them ladies, they had somewhere to be. Like maybe they were trying to catch another flight. Them ladies, they have nowhere to be. They was waiting on their luggage just like we was waiting on our luggage. And then when we left, they was still sitting there waiting. So y'all just try to rush and do the most talking junk, and you ain't even had nowhere to go. Definitely, EJ should have had my bag. What y'all think? Y'all think EJ should have said something to them ladies?
Did you tell them how old they were? Did you tell them
I told them that one of them ladies looked young. I don't think they was old, EJ.
Bro, they were old as hell. Ladies were old enough to be our parents. You want me to disrespect these women?
They disrespected me. They was talking junk about me right in front of you. And you ain't even care.
All that lady said was you was finna run her friend over, which you was.
I wasn't finna run her friend over. Her friend jumped in front of me. She came from the back. Why? Okay, why should I let people come from the back of the plane and I'm in the middle of the plane trying to get out because it's my turn? Why should I let you come from the back?
Why should I argue?
And just... Why are you so special? Why are you so important? You're better than everybody else that's on the plane that you should be let all the way up to the front. And you ain't even got nowhere to be. You wasn't trying to catch another flight. We got people on the plane that's trying to get to another gate to catch other flights. You ain't have nowhere to be. So I did not knock that girl out. I was trying to go and she was in my way. Knock her over, knock her out, whatever. She was in my way. Cause girl, what are you doing? So what y'all think? Y'all think EJ should have said something? That's all I want to know. And was I wrong?
Yes.
Should I have let them ladies through? I let one of them through because she like ran up. She was all up on the boy that was sitting next to me, like all up on his back. We're all strangers on this plane. You don't know that boy. And you all up on him just to get nowhere. Like, I'm going in order. Everything that you do at the airport is await your turn. Everything from checking in your bags to going through TSA, getting on the plane, getting off the plane. It's all await your turn. So whatever. Using the palette I used before, the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palette, I am using this brown shade right here, and I'm going to smoke out my waterline. In other news, what is everybody binge watching? I just got done binge watching Devious Maids, and oh my gosh, it was so good. Let me tell y'all about it. Now I'm going to use my LA Girl eyeliner pencil to line my waterline. So Devious Maids was so freaking good. I watched it on Tubi. Hold on, y'all, let me get this out the way. I can't talk and do this at the same time. Now I'm going to wing it out with my Covergirl liquid liner. But that's what I was saying. Devious Maids, so freaking good. I was getting my hair done for my birthday, and I don't think I can talk and do this either. This is hard. I was getting my hair done for my birthday, and my hairstylist, shout out to Joelle, because she be killing it. But she was watching it, and at first I was just like, I was listening to it, and I was like, this don't sound like that I would watch. Then I started kind of watching it, and I was like, oh, this kind of good. It was kind of interesting. And then so I asked her, like, girl, what is this? And she told me where I could watch it at. And I'm like, I'm about to go home and binge watch this. Cause at first I was like, this not nothing probably I would want to watch, cause I'm kind of picky when it comes to my TV shows. Like, it take a lot to grasp my attention. At least I think it do. The show was so good. Now I'm just gonna grab my Milani Highlighter and put some of that on. But yeah, the show is about these maids, and they're all Latina, they're beautiful, and they kind of always in some stuff, basically. Like, they be solving murders and stuff. It's just like funny, and it's kind of a little bit suspenseful. Like, I don't even know how to explain exactly what it's about, because every season is like so much stuff. And then I feel like the stuff that happens, it kind of catches you off guard. So I love that. Even though it's an old show, I thought it was so good. But I'm mad though, because the way it ended, like, maybe they didn't plan on necessarily ending the show when it did end. Because the way it ended, I didn't like it. Like, I wish it was more planned out, I guess. Now I'm using my blush from Estée Lauder. It is called Pink Kiss. But by planned out, I meant like it was like a cliffhanger the way the show ended. So to me, that told me like they still had planned on recording. Maybe something happened when it ended, but that show was so good. I've been watching that. We've been watching BMF. Of course I'm watching that. You know I'm from Detroit, so I'm watching that. We was watching Raising Kanan. That's over with now though. Oh, I think the show is called like Miss Pat. I'm just throwing some NARS Climax mascara on before I put on my lashes. But the show Miss Pat, it comes on BT Plus. That show is so funny, bruh. Like, it's about this mom. She's a comedian and she's just so funny. I need to catch up on that because I'm pretty sure I'm some episodes behind. Oh, we just started back watching On My Block. They just came out with a new season. My best friend, she finished it already and she got me a little worried because she told me I'ma cry. I'm like, girl, I don't want to cry. Like, it's nothing for me to cry during TV shows. Now I'm gonna use some of my CC Minks lashes. I believe these are the Coco ones. While I'm waiting on my lashes to dry, I'm gonna go ahead and do lips. This is the MAC Chestnut Lip Liner. Then the MAC lipstick, this is called Myth. Then my NYX butter gloss, it is called Madeleine. Show we watch all the time is Love and Marriage Huntsville, and that show is so good to us because we went to school there, and the people who the show is about, they also went to our school too, but they're older than us, so of course we wasn't going there at the same time, but it's just cool because we all went to Alabama A&M. That show is so good. Now I'm gonna just hit it with some Morphe setting spray and we done. Completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed our makeup and chit chat. It was like my first time letting you guys in a little bit into my personal life or the feelings that I feel, you know. It's my first time being vulnerable with you guys, so trying something new. Y'all already know what to do. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to ring that bell so you can be notified every time I post. I'm changing the dates I'm uploading new videos on. I'm thinking maybe Wednesday and Sunday instead. So I'm not gonna say that about when I'm gonna post again, but that's what I think I want to do. Make sure you follow me on all social media platforms, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, all at Miss Carmay. Thanks you guys again. Bye.